Hello. Yeah, okay. So, I just finished off Garden of Ishul. I've been every steeple slash tower there, so I figured I'm pretty, you know, suitable to make a tier list on it. So, yeah, I'm gonna make a tier list on it, and I'm gonna start with my least favorite to my favorite. And we're gonna start it off with Steeple of Nightfall at the F tier. No, kidding, it's C tier. The reason why I think it's the worst is because first, like 3 floors, actually really bad gameplay, weird gimmicks, pretty bad indication on some parts. It's just not a good steeple. Next up, we got Steeple of Flourishing Wastelands at C tier. It's above Steeple of Nightfall though. And Steeple of Flourishing Wastelands, like, the gameplay is okay. Like, I mean, it's not horrible. But, you might as well just call it Steeple of Suffering on safety nets, because Jesus Christ, bro, if you don't at least have intense skill level, you're suffering on that safety net. And then, we have next, Steeple of Devil's Snare at a B tier. The reason why I think this is B tier, it's definitely better than Flourishing Wastelands and Nightfall, but like, it's kind of, no, actually, I'll put it at the top of C. It's just okay. That's all that needs to be said about it. Next up, we have Steeple of Beginner's Journey. I mean, it's alright. Like, it's better than Devil's Snare, just by a little bit. So it's very low B tier. So, nope. Okay, and then next up we have Steeple of Lost Inquisitions. I don't know if I said it right. And this steeple is really fun. It's just so boring. Okay? The gameplay is good. It's just boring. It's that simple. Next up, I have right here today Steeple of, Greenhouse Placidity. I think that's what you say. At the top of B tier. That concludes all the B tiers. It's really good. Just some of the client objects are pretty questionable in my opinion. And then for the A tiers, there's going to be a lot of these. We have Steeple of Various Vivariums. It's just a good steeple in general. Like, I like the gameplay a lot. Has a really weird gimmick, but other than that, the weird gimmick's keeping it from S. That's why. So, next up, we have Steeple of Overgrowth. Now, this steeple, when I originally played it, when I had, like, medium skill level, I hated this, bro. If I was making this back then, I would have put an F tier. But now that I've actually beaten it, I can appreciate it. It's a, like, low, mid-A. Then next up, we have Steeple of Feudal Foliage. And Steeple of Feudal Foliage is really good. You should give it a try. Just one indication part is keeping it from S. It's like after floor 4, supposedly. Next up, we have Steeple of Infectious Foliage. Now, this steeple is an amazing steeple. Go play it right now if you haven't. It's fun, it's easy, has a really good final stretch. It's just so good, okay? It's just so freaking good, bro. And then next up, for the S tiers, the 2 S tiers, we have, first of all, Steeple of Overgrown Ascension. This steeple fits its difficulty, extremely fun. Has some good little mini-game gimmicks, and overall, an amazing steeple. Just a tiny bit better than Infectious Foliage. And then we have the 2 Intenses. The 2 best things in Garden of Ishul. And for this, we have Tower of Perilous Ants, but no, I'm kidding. Steeple of buoyant automations above. And this steeple is client object based. So usually I'd be like, ew, no, I'm a heavy purism player. But dang, this was fun, bro. It was the second funnest steeple I have ever played behind Overrun Ascension. But steeple of, I'm just gonna say SOAB since I don't know how to pronounce that. SOAB is just more satisfying to play than Overgrown Ascension, so yeah. Then last but finally, definitely not least, Tower of Perilous Antipode. This was an insane experience for me and my personal hardest tower. There's a little bit of bias. This was such a fun tower. And the only downside about it is that floor 5 is so long, bro. It's so long. But other than that, everything about this tower is perfect. It actually is like my favorite tower that I've ever been in. It's just so good. It's up there with my favorite towers. And that is concluding it. If you have anything you disagree with, feel free to share your opinions, and goodbye.